Well, welcome back after those parallel sessions, and I hope that you find them useful and informative and also interactive as well. As you know, the note takers have been busy all morning and they've emailed me their headline conclusions from each session, and I'll bring those to you now. And I can tell you that there was a lot of discussion going on. It was very active, and well done everybody for participating. So session one was on fostering institutional engagement and change. And Siddharth, the note taker there, told me that the main point from the I-Days presented by Lorena Gonzalez in the parallel session on EIT Health Innovation Days is a 1 day or 2 day challenge-based learning event where students compete in teams to tackle real-life health challenges. Held in educational institutions across many cities in Europe, it trains participants in innovation and entrepreneurship, design thinking methods and pitching. Participants often receive further training opportunities to continue their paths. And by the way, all these conclusions and notes will be made available to everybody in due course. The second part of that session was reported by Louisa, and she said that the key takeaway from the parallel session on the CDIO2 project, and this was presented by Juan Herrera, was that to change the world, you have to teach and be taught differently. A revised curriculum design that considers skills such as entrepreneurial and innovative mindsets is essential to lead to a new generation of engineers whose competencies must go beyond technical ones. We moved then to session two, and this was on strengthening partnerships with reference to the knowledge triangle integration. Rosanna reported the main point from the presentation by Wallace Grant is that EIT Climate Kick and SIDA, that's the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, are collaborating on a systems innovation learning partnership called SILP. And this will shift mindsets and grow capabilities that enable sustainable transformations to happen. The aim of SILP is to understand how we can collaborate, understand, and learn from each other, accepting we don't yet have all the answers, and creating spaces to allow us to develop the necessary skills, tools, and methods that can be successful in enabling systemic change. The second part of the session was reported by Sonne, and here we heard how the session focused on bridging the digital skills gap, the EIT Digital Internship Programme. The important part of the session was how to bridge that digital skills gap and make a link between education and business. So often the point this, isn't it? This link between education and business, how we do it. In this session, Sergio Balzoni, the speaker from EIT Digital, spoke about the Digital Internship Programme. He showed a case study by explaining the EIT Digital Summer School structure and participation. Next was session three, and this was on contributing to developing innovations and businesses. Taylor Hall reported on the FUSE, the FUSE summary note. The discussion centered on the importance of placing the right people in the right position in the team or discussion, creating a diverse team and involving young people in order to create a dynamic program. Had some detailed comments on that also from Antoine Berard, and he said that learning from good practices is key to any type of activities. For INE events and activities and projects, some good practices shared by Balázs from the FUSE project include: find and work with the right partners, don't be scared to change the composition of your consortium if things don't run smoothly. Business coaching, importance to involve coaches with market experience, not only academics who sometimes lack the experience from failing or succeeding in launching a business. Again, important this, isn't it, to hear from people who know what they're talking about. And to utilize your ecosystem. Try to get local businesses to sponsor your activities and use these sponsors as case providers, which will make the activities more relevant for participants and might contribute to the financial sustainability of the activity. So all good practical points there. And then we heard from Lara Borga del Rey, who reported on the Seedbed program and how the Seedbed program supports researchers, scientists, engineers, and aspiring entrepreneurs to validate commercialization options with high impact potential to transform the food system and to launch a new venture. So there are just some of the key points that have been reported and have come through to me here from those various discussion programs. And we've just, of course, ended the session 4 on enhancing the quality of innovation and entrepreneurial education. And I'm just looking to see if I've had the report on that through. I haven't yet, but I will bring it to you as soon as I get it. Meanwhile, thank you very much indeed for your participation in this event. A reminder that the third call of the HEI initiative is open for applications until the 28th of February, as we heard right at the beginning of this session, and everyone interested is invited to apply. And a recording of this event will be made available, and you'll be sent details of how to access it. So all that will come in due course. So at the moment, we are just waiting the comments on the final session, and just my thanks also to Dr. Dolores Volkert, who introduced the whole session and mentioned then how they're looking forward to hearing more applications coming forward. So that's the, again, I'm just double checking here, nothing further forward in terms of feedback. So may I thank you very much indeed for your participation, and please make a note of that 28th of February deadline to apply for the initiative. Meanwhile, for me, goodbye until the next time.